with a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Let's go now. 18 data. Record.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Get the start. Right, get edge here. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Uncorks one for Dave, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 13 yards there and a Niner first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Breida. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dunbar. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On play action, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Don't this way. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll go with the keeper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. As weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Naeem Hines, 88 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
down.
You
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Dunbar going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. He got it in the end zone. So instead of trying to get 1 point closer, they roll the dice on the fake and come up with 2. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Crunch. 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 57 to Mike. 57 to
This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep this time for Melt. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st down, Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down and 4, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Throwing, Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check 52.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
57. Mike, 57. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57.
Play action now. Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. He got 29 yards that time. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Watch twins.
Here's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Now a give coming right is Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run again with Breida. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Looking to throw. Dunbar. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. On first down, Hines. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. First down, Brissett, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw, Brissett. Touchdown, Colts. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Let's go. First down and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A very solid gain of 27. Brissett now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Dunbar. He finds McKinnon, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dunbar. And that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. Back to throw. Dunbar. Now this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action with Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do. But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again. Yes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Walker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dunbar completes it to the tight end Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On 1st and 10, Dunbar. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined. I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts. Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield? I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now it's Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run with Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride? Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on second down. Dunbar. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Deebo Samuel. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down. Dunbar. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This is Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss it to Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. On third down, a run from Breida. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw. Dunbar. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.